Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode here on True Confessions Naija. The story you're about to listen to comes from a message we received from one of our brothers, and the message reads like this. Good day, Uncle Ori. Hello, everyone. I was born in Komani, a small place not too far from Abuja. Growing up, I was known as the intelligent one. In school, I was always top of my class. Teachers would point at me and say, "This boy, one day, he will be great. He will work in the capital. He will change his family story." And truly, that was my dream. But life had other plans. Poverty is a monster. Poverty crushed every dream I had. My parents couldn't afford my fees. I dropped out. It felt like my future was stolen from me overnight. But one thing about me, since I was small, I loved technology. Phones, computers, gadgets. I could fix them. People would bring broken radios, damaged phones, laptops full of errors, and I would repair them. That skill was my only weapon. When life became too hard in Komani, I left for Abuja. I thought the city would change my destiny, but Abuja is not friendly to a poor boy. Rent was high, food was expensive, and starting a business was almost impossible. The only thing I could afford to sell was water. Yes, I stood by the roadside in the hot sun, selling cold sachet of water to passing cars. The money was barely enough to eat. Many days I went to bed hungry, but I never told anyone. But soon people began to hear of me. They said, "That boy knows how to reset phones." And so the thieves came. Pickpockets would steal phones in town, then rush to me. I would wipe the phone, break into the software, reset it as if it was brand new. Even iPhones, some of them I could crack, some I couldn't. But I became known, and that reputation, it changed my life forever. One afternoon, as I was standing by the roadside, a shiny black Lexus pulled up. The driver was a man dressed in expensive clothes, his wrist heavy with gold. He handed me an iPhone and said, "Can you unlock this for me?" The phone had a password, and the wallpaper was of a woman. At first, I thought the phone was stolen, but the man told me it was his. I doubted him, but I didn't ask questions. I worked on it, and after hours, I cracked it. The man smiled at me and said words that still echo in my head. "You are a very intelligent boy. Why are you wasting your time here? Get into the car." That was the moment my life took a sharp turn. I entered his Lexus. Inside, everything felt foreign. Leather seats, surround sound music blasting. I was amazed. I had never sat in such a car before. We drove to his house, a mansion. I remember greeting the gate man, but the gate man just ignored me, almost as if he knew I didn't belong there. We went to the back into a large room. What I saw there, my heart almost stopped. The room was full of young people, some as young as 15, some older boys, girls, men, women. Everyone had laptops, phones, desktop computers. The place looked like an office, but it wasn't. It was a scam factory. The man looked at me and said, "Welcome to victory." That was what they called it, victory. He pointed at a woman, busy on a video call with a white man. She was laughing sweetly, pretending to be in love. He told me to go to her. The woman was a supervisor. She pulled me aside and asked me questions about my computer skills. I showed her everything I knew. She became so excited that she dragged me back into the room and announced, "This boy knows Microsoft Office." The room erupted in celebration. They were dancing, literally dancing, because none of them knew how to create documents or certificates. That day, I became important. They gave me a small office, one old computer full of pirated software and viruses. My first task was to design a certificate, and I did it. It was so perfect that the boss told me from today, you don't lack anything. Clothes, food, money, you are covered. Just work. And that's how I officially became part of the Yahoo world. Let me tell you how it works. These people were not stupid. They were organized. Each scammer had 5 or 6 phones. On each phone, there were several fake Facebook accounts. They would enter groups, job groups, travel groups, even religious groups. If someone was looking for a job abroad, they would pounce. They would get invited to a WhatsApp group full of fake people. Everyone in that group was a scammer, but to the victim, it looked real. They would all share testimonies. I just got my visa to America. I just arrived in Dubai. The victim will believe. Then we will send them fake certificates, approvals, documents, all designed by me. At the bottom of the email, it will say, to receive your visa, you must pay for this certificate through Western Union. Once the victim sent money, we will block them and move on. But the worst part, we use juju. If we found a strong target, someone who was doubting us, we would download their profile picture, take it to Lagos and give it to a juju man. They will put the picture in a bottle, perform rituals and give it back to us. After that, the victim would be powerless. Whatever we told them, they would do. Even if we asked them to sell their property, they would find a way. That was how dark it became. I met Yahoo boys who made blood sacrifices just to have more power. We even blackmailed people. We would pretend to be in love, convince them to send naked videos. Once they sent, we threatened to upload it on porn websites unless they paid. Many victims gave in, others refused, and we destroyed their lives. Money was flowing. I bought a car. I wore expensive clothes. I had a girlfriend. I thought I was untouchable. I laughed whenever people complained about poverty in Nigeria. To me, money was free. Money was like water. But what I didn't know was that the police were watching. One of the boys in our group was young and foolish. He fell in love with an American girl online, but the girl was not real. She was a Nigerian police officer in disguise. 2 days before Valentine's Day, she sent him a link for a $500 gift voucher. She told him to click it. I had always warned them, if a victim sends you a link, don't open it until I check it. But because of love, he clicked. The link captured our IP address. He even disabled our VPN. Thinking he was smart, that was the beginning of our end. A joint police operation tracked us down. The raid was like a movie. They stormed in, guns raised. We were beaten, dragged out, humiliated. I'll never forget the pain. Prison was hell. I was soft. I was not a hardened criminal. I cried every night. I wanted to die, but in prison, I found something unexpected. I found Jesus Christ. I began to pray. Slowly, my heart changed. I realized I had destroyed so many lives, made mothers cry, stolen from fathers who only wanted a better future. That realization broke me. Eventually, for good behavior, I was released. Today, I live a simple life. I run a small shop. It's not profitable, but it's clean. I sleep at night without fear. When I see young boys bragging about Yahoo, buying cars, posting money online, I just shake my head. They think they are smart, but the money is full of tears. It is cursed. There is no happiness in it, because the truth is this: every naira you steal from someone, you also steal their peace, their dignity, their hope, and in the end, it catches up with you. Dear listeners, wow, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our brothers, a former Yahoo boy. Let us try to talk to him in the comment section. Things they really happen for this our world. Now wow.